Dying down on Rock 1 2.1 KFMA. While we're on this food tip, might as well get into this. You know, yesterday was National Cheeseburger Day, right?
Oh.
Yeah, so, we shared a lot of places, both locally and nationally, that doing cheeseburger deals. In fact, some of them are still doing them all the way till Sunday.
Really?
Yeah, namely, all right, are you a fan of the Junior Bacon Cheeseburger?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm an American.
from Wendy's. Yeah, exactly. For a penny, you'll get a Junior Bacon Cheeseburger if you buy
Whoa.
anything else. Yeah. From now till Sunday. I know I don't necessarily want to pump up the national chains, but I love me a Junior Bacon Cheeseburger as well. But do you know, like, American cheese is not considered real cheese?
Yeah, it's mostly plastic, it seems like.
Well, it's delicious, but
No,
it's technically called a cheese product. Okay, so it's not cheese; it's a cheese product. And there are a lot of places that don't use actual real cheese; they use cheese product. Okay, so with that said, I want to play a game amongst the three of you. Okay, I'm going to name a national franchise, and you're going to tell me if they use real cheese or not. Okay, simple as that.
Okay.
All right, so we'll start off with Rico. Okay, McDonald's.
Yes?
Incorrect. They do not use real cheese. They just use cheese product. It's American cheese. All right, Mari, Panera.
Real cheese.
That is correct. Yes, they use real cheese on their menu. All right, Emil,
All right.
Jack in a Box.
Oh, fake cheese.
You are incorrect.
Really?
Yes.
Good for them.
Yes.
Good for you,
Good
Jack.
job,
Happy for you
Jack.
guys.
Yeah, Jack in a Box. They got all different
Stupid
types of
clown
options.
with this fake cheese.
Yeah. No, they have real cheese there, Rico. That's what we were saying. All right, back to you, Rico. All right, real cheese or fake cheese? Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A is a stand-up company, real.
Okay, you say it aggressively. All right.
I lost the first one.
Yes.
You're still really
And you are correct. Yes,
Oh, really?
Chick-fil-A does use real cheese.
Had a feeling.
Probably in their salads, to be honest with you. All right, back to you, Mari. Burger King.
Cheese product.
That is correct. Yes,
Yep,
see, you're good. That's fake cheese. All right, Emil. Sonic.
Sonic. Oh, I'm going to say fake cheese again.
That is correct.
Yeah, finally. I feel better about myself.
Yes. All right, Rico. Taco Bell.
Oh, no. No.
With all their shredded cheese options, you're going to say no?
That's a lot of cheese to spend money on.
With all their shredded cheese options. They do have a lot of shredded
They have a
cheese.
lot of shredded cheese.
Yeah. How do you?
I'm still gonna say
you
no, though.
Shred fake cheese.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right. It's all
What?
fake. Yeah.
That's so
and-
much cheese.
and most of
Shredded
it-
cheese.
A lot of real cheese.
Yeah, dude. And honestly, most of it's like cheese sauce, and so it's cheese flavored whatever ketchup. So I know. Is your mind blown?
Yes, because those tacos, you get like a little shredded cheese on top. That tastes real to me.
Oh yeah. Well, remind yourself how much you paid for said tacos. If it's going to be like 42 cents, yeah, it's not going to be real cheese.
That's us in a nutshell as a
Not
country,
even a
though.
real, real taco either.
It's a good taco though.
Okay, that's
With
that's
some
It
mild
seems, it
sauce.
seems real.
Okay, we'll stop with the Taco Bell conspiracy theories, but let's say, speaking of Taco Bell, there is a fun fact. Taco Bell has so much swing that they changed National Taco Day this year.
Whoa.
Yes, so it usually lands on, I forget, like October 1st or something. And they're like, no, we want it to be on October 5th. And then the rest of, I guess, every other taco place just fell in line.
Wow.
So they have the swing
Taco
to
Mafia.
change
Yes.
National Taco
Taco
Day.
Mafia, man. And you know what impressed me when you changed Taco Tuesday to something else, okay?
Exactly. Yeah. Show me the flex. If you could
Yeah.
pull off a Taco Thursday as well.
Have some respect.
Yeah.
Like, oh, dang, man. Who's really running the world?
Right.
Oh.
All right. Let's see. Who's next? Is it you, Emil?
Yeah.
All right. Chipotle.
Oh, that's fake.
You say that's fake?
Yeah, I'm going to say fake all day.
No.
Incorrect. That
Oh,
is real
man. I
cheese.
don't even know anymore.
I know. Chipotle, they bust it out. All right. Rico. Dairy Queen.
Cheese at Dairy. Cheese Blizzard.
Yes.
You're going to say yes. All right. What would be the item that has real cheese?
The hot dog.
Oh, you're going to say Blizzard. But yeah, the hot
A
dog.
cheese blizzard, I would try
But
that.
you know somebody's had that before.
No, they do not have real cheese.
Shame on you, Dairy Queen.
I know. All right, Mari, let's wrap it up with a bow. Let's say, Starbucks.
Real.
That is true.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Starbucks. That's why you spent $17 on that snack box. Because it got real cheese in
Yep.
there. So be just aware that there's real cheese and there's quote unquote cheese product.
Uh-huh.
But the cheese product is still delicious as well. So, Good game, everyone. Looks like Mari won this,
Yeah,
right?
she did good. I'm proud of her.
We got Nirvana on the way. Keep it right here. It's Rock 102.1 KFMA. Get on.
It's what?
It's called Chi-Chi. It's called
Oh,
Chi-Chi.
it is
Rock
with the
102.1
sliding.
KFMA. Welcome back to Beef Vegan Presents. There, I'll talk softly for a very hungover Yas. And, of course, drop it on him, Valdez.
I'm Valdez.
That's right. We're live on the podcast broadcast. We're just kind of going over the Diddy stuff, which is our kind of top story for the podcast broadcast. Your eyes still look good. You going to rock the glasses all morning long?
I feel like I look really.
Really what?
The lighting's really bright, but it's okay.
Okay, you can have the sunglasses on. Keep the sunglasses on. It's going to be fair and good. We're going to get ready to play a little game on the air as we tease our top story. So just be ready for that. Keep your mind open and awake. It's a Sorry I'm Late game. I played it earlier with
Sorry,
Rico and
I'm
Emil.
live.
Yeah. So you were like technically. So this is what Yas did, and I knew that
What did
we'd
I
have her in
do?
at 9 a.m. this morning, because all week long she's been working up in Phoenix, and I'm like, yeah, I want you in on the podcast. Come on Friday. And she's like, I'm there, and then then I saw her stories last night before I went to bed, and she was out, with friends, and they were taking shots, and that was her stories.
They were sake bombs.
Sake bombs, right? But that's just as dangerous. And so then I see those stories, and then I wake up this morning, and she sent me a text at 11 o'clock last night saying, do you want me in at like 8 a.m. or 9 a.m.?
You didn't specify.
I know, but I'm like, technically 8, but I will see you at 9. I can tell right now that there's no fucking way that I'm going to get you at 8 o'clock in the morning. So,
You did better than I thought. I was like, 9:15.
right?
I almost didn't make it.
Yes, yeah, that's true. But I'm glad that you did and you made it on time, and I'm super proud of you. Now let's talk about sodomy in detail.
Oh,
okay.
No, well, that's just the Diddy stuff. I'm telling you, man, the scandals that are coming out, or the skeletons that are on parade, which is the name of this podcast today, is more and more salacious details are coming out. Now, you remember Puff Daddy's former wife, Kim Porter? You remember what happened to her, right?
She died.
She died. She passed away from pneumonia in 2018. Now, what's strange about this, obviously, is that, passing away of pneumonia when you're not an elderly person or you don't have any pre-existing conditions or you're not morbidly obese is extremely rare. And so it was shocking, to say the least. And she went down quickly, right? So there was speculation at the time that I do recall that she was murdered, essentially, by her ex-husband. Allegedly, right? And thank you for covering that, right?
Allegedly.
Yeah. Well, allegedly, she just released a memoir, a 60-page memoir, which is basically excerpts of her diary. And with that is a lot of details, even one line in there that says, he got me, right? So here's the headline here. Diddy's debauched life of threesomes and unspeakable violence exposed in gory tell-all book from Kim Porter, the dead mother of his sons. All right. Is my computer seems like it's getting slow on me. And it's kind of frozen up. So do you see that? Do you see the headline? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm trying to bring it back to non-headline now, so just wait on my stupid-ass computer. Scott!
Chauncey.
There it is. All right. So in there, we're going to go through the details of that in a little bit. We're going to do it here while I'm playing Green Day, because some of it's like not even safe for radio. But there are allegations that he has sex tapes with himself with numerous people, including one very famous 18-year-old pop star.
Shut up.
Yes. Now, think about this, too. And I feel really bad being in media for over 15 years. I like to punch up, and especially when those who seem like they have it all start kind of melting down. I've had the habit before of kind of making fun of those people because you're like, hey, you have the world. What's your problem?
Yeah.
But then I didn't even consider the deep-seated trauma that might be fueling these kind of outbursts. And I do feel bad about that, and we'll talk about this. And that's why Justin Bieber's name keeps coming up when it comes to this case with Diddy. And again, we'll explain. But first, let's play a silly game. Rock 102.1 KFMA, Beef Vegan Presents. We're live here with Valdez.
I'm Valdez.
And Yas Money. Where's your catchphrase?
It should be a little cha-ching.
Cha-ching. Oh, okay. Well, then that's on me. All right. Now, Yas is technically late this morning, but on time at the same time.
Oh, my God.
Well, because I would love to have seen her at 8, just because I want to get as much Yas time as I can. But instead I have her at 9. That's fine. You know what I do when I'm late somewhere? I'll apologize for being late, but I'll come up with an elaborate excuse. And usually the best way to come up with an elaborate excuse is to basically describe the plot of a movie. All right? So I'll give you an example, and we'll play this quick little game. You tell me what movie is my excuse from, okay?
Oh,
All right, so I'm sorry I'm late. But my teddy bear from childhood got kidnapped and torn apart, and I had to rescue him from a weirdo and his son that stole him.
Ted.
Same time. All right. Sorry I'm late, but I got hired to be the manager of a professional women's baseball team and thought it was a joke, but I sobered up and learned a lot about life.
League of Their Own.
Yeah, all right. Sorry I'm late, but I got sent to space and to check out a distress signal, and the alien creature laid an egg in our shipmate's mouth, and then it came out its stomach and hunting us down one by one.
Oh, Scarface.
No. Tell me the name of that movie.
Alien?
That's right. That's right. Let's say this is the tiebreaker. All right. So shout out whoever shouts out the answer is say the winner of this impromptu game. Okay. I'm sorry I'm late this morning. This will be me as Yas. Let's just pretend I just burped up a little bit of sake. Sorry I'm late, but I was getting groomed to take over the Pride Lands by my father, and then his brother had him killed, and I had to run away and then live with Pumbaa and Timon.
Oh, Coming to America.
You're terrible at this game, dude.
I'm throwing it on purpose.
Why?
I know all these, and I don't want to look like a nerd.
Well, what is it?
It's Lion King.
Say it.
Yeah, what a nerd. Seriously. Only nerds throw games when they've played amongst friends, Valdez. All right? You know,
Bold of you to assume me and Yaz are friends.
No, I'm talking about us, but either way. That was our Sorry I'm Late game. We got more coming up on the podcast broadcast.
Having trouble trying to slip.
There you go. It's going to be stuck in your head now, huh?
Great.
Now, you were up in Phoenix all week long. I'm surprised you didn't try to squeeze yourself into the Green Day show. Did you go?
No.
It was on Wednesday.
It was?
Yeah. And there was a lot of radio people that I knew that went to that show, obviously. It looked like, to me, that the label got radio people a suite at the Chase ballpark because I got a lot of pictures of people in the suite together. And one of those people was literally my boss. And I'm like, oh, cool. Thanks for the invite there.
Oh, you didn't get invited?
I did not get invited.
Oh.
No, Robin Nash was up there, Mac was up there, and then my friend Mo from Alt AZ was up there, Nico from Big 94.5. And it's funny, too, because I actually kind of know these people, and both Mo and Nico at one point wanted to hire me on their show. And then for Nico's case, things changed, and he went from mornings to afternoons, and so that was out of his hands. In Mo's situation, it was her bosses being like, okay, look, you could have anyone you want. It was a nationwide thing. Who do you want to be on your show? And then she goes, well, I want Beef on my show. And they're like, do the show by yourself. Yeah, dude. And I'm like, whose wife did I fuck there, dude?
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Insane, right? And then she got moved to middays. And I honestly know for a fact, just based off what I've been able to do consistently over and over again, that I would have, made her show a great show. Even better. She's great in herself. What are you showing there? Are you paying attention to this conversation?
I am.
What are you showing into the camera?
Nothing.
Valdez, come on.
It's for Coach Manny.
Okay. So what is it?
It's a ring.
Okay. Well, more details. If you're going to throw it out there and stuff and you do a side conversation, I'm not trying to frank you right now. I'm like, fill me in, dude.
So it's a ring of sarcasm because I played semi-pro football and he had coached. And we went to the championship game, and due to a technicality, we had to forfeit because the other team, unbeknownst to us, their coach was on the board for the league and was able to. So I made me and him rings of sarcasm.
Let me see. Yeah, you go full screen on that. So you actually made this ring?
Yeah, so.
See, this guy's always making shirts and rings.
There's only 2 in existence. It says Almost Champions, Tucson Knights, 24.
That's awesome. Let me see it in hand. That's.
And on the inside, it's inscribed F. That team that cheated us.
That's funny, though. That that's
So
pretty
there's
nice.
only two in
That's-
existence.
Well,
Sticking to it.
yeah, Yaz actually just won a championship with the Arizona Rattlers, and I'm
What?
sure they're going to give you a ring as well, huh?
It'll be my first ring before an engagement ring. That's what he
Yeah.
said.
Hey, you know what though? I'd rather have one of those rings than an engagement ring, to be honest
That's
with you.
true. Yeah.
Oh, the gem almost fell out.
Yeah, it's a cheap ring.
Apparently, we get a choice of either a ring or a bracelet.
What?
Well, what are you gonna pick?
I don't know. I want the ring.
Yeah, fuck
you
yeah.
have to.
Yeah.
That's a baller move because the ring says championship. A
Yeah.
bracelet says I banged someone who won a championship.
Oh.
Exactly. That's what I was thinking.
Right.
Like a badge bunny.
Yeah. And
No offense, all the badge bunnies out there.
I don't think any badge bunnies watching our show. So we the Diamondbacks just won the National League division last year, right? So I have a friend Slippy who's a DJ for the Diamondbacks. He got a ring, and if the Roadrunners won a championship,
Yeah.
we would all get
We
some
would
kind
all
of
get-
rings.
yeah.
I didn't even know. I mean, it was only a few years ago that I realized that everyone in the organization, from the players to the receptionists, all
Oh,
get
yeah.
these rings, which is dope. Which makes me even more mad that we lost the playoffs last year. I did have a meeting yesterday or the day before with Ryan and Rob, who's brought down from the Coyotes marketing thing, getting ready for this upcoming season, which you are a part of.
Oh.
Yes. Here's breaking news. You didn't get fired, Yas. Yeah. That's right.
I can't deal with 2 losses in 1 year.
No, I know. No, you're still in the rotation there. Crystal is as well. So we got a lot of fun things expected for this year on the Roadrunners and a lot of fun giveaways. But let's spill some tea on the air. Rock 102.1 KFMA. Welcome back to Beef Vegan Presents. We are live here on the podcast broadcast. And thank you for joining us on youtube.com or just listening along. Now, we have a lot to get to, and our top story this week is just literally just getting all this information dumped on us from this Sean Combs case, which he's currently incarcerated, and they refused bail on him. Right, $50 million is what his lawyer offered. Said, hey, we'll give you $50 million to let him out on bail, which essentially is just like, give him a little bit of time before we go back to trial before he's found guilty. And the judge no. And they said,
she's not having it.
no, not at all.
She is not having it.
Based off the information that she's getting, and more that information keeps coming out public, and you're understanding why. But then there's another stipulation the lawyer said. It's if you let him out on bail, we promise that he won't hang out with any women, which is a very odd.
What about the man?
Except his baby mama's sister and mother.
But even that is it's going to be surveillance, and it's going to be a short amount of time.
Right, but even that was like first off, with everything that we're finding out, yeah, okay, protect the women, that's good. We can't even trust you to be around your own mother, allegedly, and we
kids.
definitely can't trust you to be around any guys, allegedly. It just there is no specific sex that is safe from the diddler. And that's what they're calling him on the air. And in the streets, so here's what I want to talk about that it blew me away yesterday. And this is reported by the tabloids, and we'll take it with a grain of salt, okay? But there reportedly is a new book released by P Diddy's ex-wife who passed away in 2018, Kim Porter. Now, when she passed away, again, mysterious circumstances. It was pneumonia that she passed away, and she was young. All right, she had no pre-existing conditions, and she wasn't morbidly obese. In fact, actually, she was quite the opposite. It looked like genetically she was blessed from the go. But she did keep a diary, and that allegedly was kept on a flash drive, and that was released in a 60-page memoir just a couple days ago. So in this short memoir, there are disturbing allegations for Diddy slapping Porter after losing his temper, even making death threats. In the book, Porter recounts discovering and making copies of tapes Diddy made of himself having sex with quote-unquote young boys he was managing. And it was like, what was that, B2K?
Whoa.
Right? Was he managing B2K? No. Or remember making the band? Remember those?
I do remember making the band.
Right.
But they weren't on, it wasn't B2K.
Okay. Oh, you sure he wasn't managing them? That's what I thought. initially. We'll look that up.
I just remember the Chappelle Show skit of making the band.
Yes. Yes. Go walk and give us some cheese. Dylon. Yes. Dylon is seriously right now being like, thank God I didn't make the band. Job on.
No, he wanted to sue Dave Chappelle because he didn't. He wasn't able to pursue any type of career because Dave Chappelle really ruined it for him.
Yeah. Well, that's another story altogether. But this tape, including like Diddy made allegedly sex tapes of him having sex with young boys he was managing, including an alleged tape involving an 18-year-old pop star who went on to be a household name. That's what is said in this memoir. An 18-year-old pop star who went on to be a household name. Now, that shortens the list, right? As far as who could that be. With that, people are really wondering where the hell Justin Bieber's at and who's keeping an eye on him. All right?
He just had a baby.
He did just have a baby.
Leave him alone.
Well, Justin Bieber is said to be so disturbed with the allegations against Diddy that he's, quote, unwilling to process it and discuss it. And he now regrets appearing on Diddy's latest album. There are allegations connecting Diddy and Bieber in the most disturbing of way. But you got to remember Justin Bieber's antics there for a good decade. And I was telling you as before we started the podcast, I am kind of upset. I've been in media for as long as I have been. It's been like 15 plus years. And so obviously punching up is something that we like to do. Justin Bieber was a kid who's literally like extremely talented, good looking, rich, and seemingly had the world at his disposal. And then there was a while there that he was acting out and acting a fool. Right? And so during that time, definitely would make fun of him for it. Did not even consider, and this is unfortunate, and I think in hindsight and moving forward, when you see these type of celebrities like a Britney Spears have a full-blown meltdown, what's the trauma that is fueling that?
Yeah.
Right?
All the Disney stars.
Right. And so the what if that might play out here in a court of law that will be public knowledge, that what if could be, and then just speculating here, could be wild abuse against Justin Bieber, which essentially doesn't excuse his behavior during that run, but explains it. And seriously, this is just like the week one. Like, we have a new Epstein, and he told you he wouldn't stop a long time ago.
He said can't stop, won't stop.
He can't stop. He was addicted to it.
He's bad boy for life, bro.
Man.
Yeah.
All right, puns for days. Let's keep the conversation moving on a podcast broadcast. There, I will reveal some other stuff that's being said that you can't say on the radio. We got more with music on the way from Red Hot Chili Peppers and Falling in Reverse on Rock 102.1. Have you been following this? What do you know about this? Well, what has surprised you as far as the information that has come out so far?
Who's buying the crates of lube?
Well, I already had a theory for the lube theory and the dildos. Yesterday, I think it was revealed that it was like 764 dildos, something like that, that they found. Yeah.
Okay, that I did not know.
That's breaking too. I'll share that.
No condoms.
No condoms.
No condoms.
In fact, actually, you remember when I made that joke about Usher having herpes?
Yeah.
And that circle? Right. And he is very much a part of that circle. So this is the thing, like this house of cards that is going to crumble with Diddy. Like there's going to be a lot of people implemented. They're already like pointing fingers and asking questions about Jay-Z, Beyonce, and all of them.
I don't know why he didn't think he wouldn't he thought he was going to get away with this. It's so much. It's so much, and you thought this wasn't going to get out. Like that just tells you what kind of person he was, that he did not care.
Right. There's a certain point that you kind of dipping your toes in the water, right? And then you're kind of paranoid, covering your tracks and everything, looking around, be like, okay, nothing. And then you go a little deeper, and then you even get like allegations or something at you. You pay it off, right? And then you start feeling like you're Teflon. Right? You start getting away with this stuff. These allegations have been around Diddy for now 2 decades, right? But he kept shaking it off. So then he kept going down the rabbit hole. Now there's allegations of him enjoying that pink cocaine, the liquid cocaine. The pink cocaine that we just found out while we were going through it yesterday is not even cocaine. It's a designer drug that's a mix of ketamine and MDMA, right?
A designer drug.
Yeah. Super popular in Miami. something that allegedly he was indulging in. Liquid cocaine was also something that he is accused of, and immediately they're like, "Damn it, the rich people got liquid cocaine. No, they have to smell that shit." Like, damn,
You don't gotta.
right. So
I've been down here sniffing like a peasant, and they're drinking liquid cocaine.
exactly. Now, with that though, that explains the erratic behavior of like, how can somebody become such a deviant? And if you say, okay, well, he's doing cocaine every single day, you're like, well, that explains the how, right? Because then you lose your fucking mind.
Yeah.
You're a crackhead. You're a crackhead with, you got Viagra and you're coked out and you're like, yeah, do a freak off. I want to watch people fuck for 6 hours. That's something only somebody super high on cocaine would want to do. No one is sober who wants to watch someone have sex for 6 hours. Give me a break. 15 minutes and I'm done, son.
But
now put the
also-
game back on.
The names that are dropping too, like Rick Ross and DJ Khaled and Meek Mill, and just from the beginning, there's only one person I've always wanted to hear from.
Who?
J-Lo.
Yeah.
That's it. That's the only person I want to hear from.
I'm glad that you brought that up as well, because if you recall, of course, they were married, I think, right?
No, they were just dating.
They were just dating for a long time, and so that means she possibly was involved. Now, allegedly,
Remember the club incident?
the club incident with the gun.
Yes.
Yeah, so he went full gangster, but I'm not even thinking about him
But
going,
I think he did that to her to scare her.
popped off shots at the club to scare J-Lo?
No, he planted it on her.
Well, planting the gun on her?
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it turns out, as much as this guy came off as like a pop star or just like, a celebrity, a branded celebrity, he was one of those guys who's kind of like nerdy by nature, got success, emulating gangsters, hanging out with gangsters, then became one, right? And then wanted to be the biggest one.
Yeah.
Well, that's how I am. I'm like, bro, you wanted to play mafioso, and now you're crying in prison.
Mhm.
Look at Whitey Bulger, Al Capone, all of them. They all went to prison. They didn't cry.
Well,
This fool's crying like, oh, it's so sad. It's deplorable as roaches. I'm like, shut up. You want to be hardcore? Now be hardcore.
But it's also like R. Kelly.
Yeah.
Like he really stood his ground. And he was like, I didn't do anything.
Yeah.
Come on.
There's been a lot of comparisons to R. Kelly in this whole situation as well. R. Kelly, I don't think was as gangster. As abusive, yes. Deserving to be in prison, absolutely. All right, so let me go through some of these alleged accusations from this memoir that Kim Porter, again, allegedly wrote in her diary, which was just released into a book under the Persuade Jamal T. Millwood. The book was marked as being printed in Las Vegas on September 7, 2024. They say in this, Kim, this was supposedly for Kim Porter from the grave. They went on to say it's a dangerous situation. The details of some of the scandals alleged in the book have already been reported. Diddy allegedly took a gun out and started shooting at a nightclub in 1999. Then made a rapper on his label, Shine, take the fall for him. Shine did take the fall for him, and he went to prison for it. Combs and then girlfriend Jennifer Lopez were arrested over the incident, but only Shine was charged, though rumors of Combs' responsibility has swirled ever since. Other incidents have been flat out denied. He hosted parties where they were just a fancy name for orgies, and everyone wanted in. That's what the Porter memoir claimed. Not only threesomes, but Kim and Sean Diddy Combs allegedly swapped partners. She wrote that their sex life was crazy, but I got to do things with Sean that I would never been able to do with a straight man, right?
Oh.
Yeah. She said that she was sleeping with a well-known married woman. She woke up and left the bedroom where she was, and Sean happened to be coming out of the bedroom with a chart-topping rapper and the woman's husband, right? The woman, or the one to say, I was grateful to ask. I was grateful I was asked not to. I wasn't asked to join the room. She wrote because she didn't really like the rapper. All right, now Porter allegedly wrote that she and Diddy had an open relationship, and she regularly slept with the legendary late rapper Tupac Shakur.
Diddy?
No, she did. Kim Porter.
Kim.
Right? The Porter memoir claims that Combs first hit her after she refused to use a strap-on him, right? And then they wrote, I can't stop thinking about that night. It was amazing. Can you screw me one more time, please? Diddy said, according to the book. I became infuriated, the book said, adding that Porter told Diddy to instead have sex with a male music executive she believed he was having an affair with. That's when Diddy allegedly hit her the first time, but not the last time. Like, it goes on. She claims that he's a terrifying monster. Again, allegedly, as far as this, Kim's Lost Words is what it's called. You're seeing that. Well, I'll just show it on the screen.
Dave Grohl's not so bad now, is he?
Yeah.
Still trash.
Yeah, the Dave Grohl situation is developing as well, which is funny.
She's 19.
Oh, the girl's 19? Are you telling me that Dave Grohl's baby mama is 19?
Yes.
Where'd you find that information?
I sent it to you.
No, I thought that said it was years.
No.
Okay, I got this. I didn't get it. You sent it to email or text?
No, I texted it to you. It was that
Okay.
TikTok. It was
Okay.
that post. And then people went into that post and then they realized that girl was 19.
Okay, let me see this.
We'll bring it up later. I'll find more.
Okay, yeah. We're taking down Diddy right now. We'll take
Yeah.
down Dave Grohl a little bit later. This is JD Vance. I don't even think he looks like Dave Grohl. All right, let's see. As far as this book's publisher claimed that friends of Porter and Diddy who gave him the memoir also had copies of the music mogul's alleged sex tapes. Some of the tapes had things that you would never expected. The gay parties are one thing, but the young boys, like the hip-hop stars formerly managed by Diddy and the then 18-year-old pop star, I would have never known. So that's part of it. The music mogul was sued by an anonymous woman last year who claimed that Combs and two friends took violent turns after plying her with drugs and alcohol. Tons of civil cases against Diddy. And at one point in this diary, in this memoir, Kim Porter wrote, "He got me." And that was one of her last entries into the journal. Of course, this right before she passed away of allegedly pneumonia. So it's getting crazy, right? I know. So back to Justin Bieber real quick. They said that Justin's been in Diddy's circle since he was a kid. They even collaborated last year, and he's reportedly not handling the situation very well. A source says that Bieber is so disturbed by with the Diddy news that he is unwilling to process it. Like I said, the source claims that Justin just didn't know anything about this insanity, right? He had a long break from Diddy, but there's tons of videos that are starting to be released of awkward interactions of Diddy and Justin. I was going to say Justin Spears.
Poor Justin.
Justin Bieber. Did you see this video of this is Justin Bieber and Diddy? All right.
Oh my God.
And Diddy pats him down for a wire. Right.
What?
Very sketch and turns like a meeting into a very awkward situation. Just keep your eye on Justin Bieber's face here. All right, and there he goes. Yeah.
What is Diddy living
I
in
think-
the 80s? Like, wire advancement technology is. It's like you wouldn't even
Think-
know that he's wired.
I think you're overanalyzing.
I don't know. Well, it's the internet overanalyzing. I'm just here reporting on it. Jade said Puffy gave Flavor Flav a Tootsie Roll and said, "Thanks for the donut hole." Thank you for joining the stream. So what else did you hear about it? Because you are my news person.
I guess in the transcript or of the courtroom, it was said "women and more,"
Yes.
and so he wanted all the flavors.
He did.
What else did I hear?
This is a sex
just-
addict extraordinaire, right? He just wanted to and part of it was just weird fetishes and triggers.
And his attorney is really going hard on making it seem like he's just not that bad of a guy.
Yeah, you know what? He might not have picked the right attorney though. That attorney was the same attorney for Keith Raniere of the Nexium cult, and basically the government is utilizing the same playbook that they used against Keith Raniere, against Diddy, and that's basically getting them with racketeering. Racketeering is stating that you are kind of like leading an organization, a criminal organization, and that's kind of how you could pin salacious behavior, but workarounds from the rich elite. They just can't escape racketeering. That's been the go-to since, I think, Capone, right? Yeah. I think they did. That's the reason why they created this law, and that's how they take down the powerful. And so they're doing that, and he got Keith Raniere's, attorney who literally lost. And Keith Raniere is here in Tucson, in a prison here in Tucson, where all major sex offenders go to. Thanks, Tucson. And so like I wouldn't hire the guy that just lost the case that is similar to the case that I got. He's like, yeah, I got experience. I'm gonna win eventually. Okay, well, who are you? The White Sox? You know what I mean? Like, get out of here. You keep losing. Stay away from me, loser. Anyone new? What's Johnny Cochran? Give me the ghost of Johnny Cochran. If the Magnum doesn't fit, you must have quit.
Oh, not a Magnum in sight, though.
No. All right, real quick, back to that though. I will say this because we're gonna do some radio content and we got to get away from this darkness. But the reason why almost 900 dildos and 1,000 bottles of lube were found is because rich people buy bulk. I came to that conclusion because Mark Cuban said it best. If you know you're gonna use something every day, buy it in bulk and you're gonna save money. And that's what Diddy's like. I'm gonna use a ton of dildos, but man, $20 a pop. That's going to add up, and I can't afford my liquid cocaine and all roofies.
I can't stop thinking, like, bro,
you won't stop.
How did you think you weren't going to get away with this? Like, I can't.
Yeah, people, after you don't get caught for a while, you just think you're untouchable. Why wouldn't you be?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Here, let's get on here. Rock on 2.1 KFMA. Welcome back to Beef Vegan Presents. Yas' mind's still blown as to why Diddy just felt like he just couldn't get caught. But he would say that he can't stop, won't stop, and he would have these brushes with the law, and he'd be able to pay him off. My biggest question in all this is how was he still making money? You know what I mean? Like, yeah, he of course he had the Notorious B.I.G. catalog, and they had the heyday in the 90s. Mm-hmm. And then it had some other brands and stuff. But after that, it was just kind of like, it seemed like more spending than earning. And who knows what kind of investments they were doing. But
it's embarrassing? When I was 24 and thin, I used to wear Sean John. I would rock that so hard.
Okay,
jeans,
but it was a thing then.
Yeah.
It was a trend.
It's not even embarrassing, dude. I used to wear an R. Kelly shirt all the time.
Trip, trip, trip.
Yeah. And then go to urinals and stuff and stand uncomfortably close to people just hoping to get splashed.
Thank you,
I was
Dave
way ahead of my time.
Oh, my God.
Thank you, Dave Chappelle. You've given us so much comedic gold, especially now in these times.
Oh, well, yeah, I mean, he called it. Basically, just look back at the Chappelle show and see everyone he's made fun of. And eventually they're all locked up.
Till this day, my favorite one is the Tupac one. Where they're in the club dancing.
Oh, I did.
Yeah, and these hit songs keep coming out. And honestly, that was ahead of its time because with AI, now that's where we're at. Like,
I wrote this in '94.
Yeah.
George W. Smith.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he called it. And yeah, I've been actually, some of my favorite Tupac songs now in the last year are not Tupac at all. They're 100%, performed by AI producers, and it's pretty spot on and weird. I'll give you an example of it here on the podcast.
Oh, no.
Yeah, and it's not even AI completely because it's a producer who uses AI voice modulator and then performs the songs, and it makes it sound like Tupac, but he's kind of writing the songs and writing the lyrics and producing some of Tupac's greatest hits that he's never even recorded. That's where we're at. Let me ask you this. Are you a wise person? Do you consider yourself a wise person?
Who are you talking to?
I'm talking to both of you.
Oh, okay.
I think so.
Yeah? Yeah, okay. You would consider yourself wise, Yas? Valdez?
No, I make stupid decisions. No wise person makes my decisions.
All right. Well, there is no minimum age of being wise. An 80-year-old could be wise, and so can an 8-year-old. A new study from the University of Waterloo in Canada looked at the top traits that make a person wise. So maybe if you have some of these traits, you may be considered a wise person. They polled people in a dozen countries on 5 continents. So this is a big poll. And they found their answers were consistent no matter where they lived. So as far as wisdom, it's universal, right? They boiled it down to 2 things in order to be wise. You ready for this? You have to have reflective orientation, okay, and socio-emotional awareness. Okay, so reflective orientation means that you're able to think logically and control your emotions, reflect on things, and apply knowledge in a useful way. Now, immediately, I think about all the times I blurt out based off my emotional response, and I'm like, damn it, I guess I'm not wise. Socio-emotional awareness means you care about other people's feelings, and have good intentions, and you're mindful of how you interact in social settings. So based off those 2 things, now, Valdez, you're making a face. You might not be so wise, huh?
No, not at all.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm not even smarter than Justin Spears.
Okay, so you don't even care about people's feelings?
I mean, I do to a point.
The way you hear how he said it? Yeah, and his voice kind of went up an
He's
octave.
like, I do.
Yeah. If it was a poker game, I'd say you're bluffing. What about you, Yas?
I care too much.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. All right, well, most people in the study said they don't think they're very wise, but let's be honest, they're probably right. But those are the 2 traits that you want to have to at least try to pretend to be a wise person. And that's a universal truth. So now we know. Well, let's keep the conversation moving on a podcast broadcast. There, I'm going to introduce you to an AI program that will help you haggle prices and get the best deal. Yes, it's youtube.com/beefvegan, or keep it right here because it's got music on the way from System of a Down on Rock 102.1 KFMA. Yeah, we go from urination, sodomy, to Are You Wise? And Yaz is just along for the ride, in case you can't tell.
So are other countries having this problem? Because we got Weinstein, Cosby, Diddy. Like in Mexico, there's people like, oh, did you hear about Juan Gabriel? He has like a sex dungeon. Like, is that happening in other places?
Is that true? Yes.
Wait, say it again?
So we have like Cosby and Weinstein and Diddy and all that. Like, are other countries experiencing the same thing? Because I don't hear like in Mexico, like, oh, did you hear Juan Gabriel has a sex dungeon? Like, I don't hear. Are they just better at covering it up?
Does
might be.
Juan Gabriel have a sex
Okay,
dungeon?
first of all, R.I.P. to the greatest.
Oh, he died?
Yeah.
Why you,
So
Too soon,
It's
dude.
funnier that way.
Too soon.
and he
Jesus.
was gay.
Okay.
And I remember seeing interviews where they'd be like, "Are you gay?" And he was like, "What is seen isn't supposed to be asked. Lo que se ve no se pregunta."
Oh, that's a famous saying?
Yeah, because clearly he looked gay as hell.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So it was like
He's like a Mexican
so,
Liberace?
So it's like,
Yes.
why are you asking me? Like, you can tell, you know.
He wasn't trying to hide it. It was just like,
But also in Mexico, like, you can't get away with anything because, like, if they were to see something, they'd post it immediately.
Okay.
So, like, any type of scandal, like, no. I mean, it's a corrupt country, but it's like the farandula, the whole gossip, they're gonna go with it.
Right.
They have hour-long shows with nothing but gossip.
In Mexico?
Yes.
they love cheese, man, bro.
They love it.
What do you think this podcast is?
Cheese me.
Yeah. Super cheese, man.
Yay.
Say it.
Cheese, man?
No.
Super cheese, man?
No.
Oh, chilaquiles.
Yes.
Chilaquiles. You know, I said the other day, with Mari, it went into a little thing where it was cockroaches pooping in the mouth, and I didn't mean to. I know.
What?
Yeah, it was a long story. How we got there, I don't know
Oh my
how we got there. But
Settle down, Diddy.
yeah. But then the way I said it is like, oh, I'm gonna poop in your mouth. I don't know why I tapped into that. You know, like I did grow up in Arizona. I spent a lot of time.
cockroaches are Mexican?
Apparently, they're banditos. Damn, man.
I think cockroaches in this area are Sonoran, and I just think that's part of the accent. It doesn't matter what side of the border. You know, it's just like the climate and
I can't. I had a cockroach climb on my leg
Nope.
at one of the offices that I go to, and I don't know why I didn't walk out. of that place.
Yeah, why didn't you? You're like, because it's cheap. I got a discount. Like, no wonder. You get what you pay for, right?
You do.
Yeah.
Are our roaches huge, or is that like standard roach size? Because they seem freaking huge in Arizona.
It's the season. Those aren't even roaches. They're a different kind of bug. They're
Because
called.
I remember going to Florida, and yeah, their mosquitoes are gigantic.
Oh,
I thought it
yeah.
was just like, yeah, I thought it was like
seeing-
legend.
Yeah.
You-
Huge
well,
mosquitoes in New York.
You want to see something Florida. Speaking of Florida, I'll show you something that you don't see every day.
Florida man, Florida
Yeah,
man.
no, imagine looking. And actually, this isn't Florida. It might as well be, though, because you could see it in Florida. I think this is in Thailand. Let's see. Or not, I don't know. Yeah, it could be Thailand. An alligator and a python get into a fight. Check this out.
Whoa,
Yeah, look at this.
what's the FanDuel over under on that one?
Yeah, who you voting for on this?
But it's, oh. That's a no for me, dog. I don't. Where is that?
Wait,
Is this somebody's yard?
Yes, somebody's backyard that this is happening in.
I'm never coming back. What the
Garnia saw that Anda show? What?
hell?
Damn,
No.
Thailand, you're living in the future. So did they make them fight, or this is just like a
No,
chance
they just
thing?
came across, dude. This is what happens when an alligator and a python come across
No.
each other.
Throw the house away. Start over. Start over.
Yeah.
I feel that adds equity right there. Though, like every once a month, a snake and a gator will fight in your backyard. I'm like sold.
Yeah. Also, it's worth mentioning that we had a celebrity visitor here in Tucson the other day. This is a very blonde Kendall Jenner. She was pimping out her 818 tequila.
I saw that.
Yeah, at Gentle Ben's.
Some people were like, "I'd rather drink the bar water in the rag."
Yeah.
Like get all the sweep up the bar and just squeeze all the.
I don't know. After Alex Raimundo's tequila, nothing else compares.
Yeah, which is a super good tequila. Kendall does look good as a blonde here. Does look like a U of A co-ed. And here she's seen showing her penis preference size.
Oh.
Yeah, so there you go. Kendall making it big. And yeah, they were doing shots, and that was a big deal, Gentle Ben's. You know, I'm surprised that you didn't go to that.
I was in Phoenix.
Yeah.
I would have
That's-
been more impressed had she gone to like Delicias or Cafe Santa Rosa. Then I'd be like, yeah, she's hardcore.
Nah, she would never step foot outside of
She can't sell tequila to actual. Yeah.
south of 22nd Street. Are you kidding me?
Yeah. She's selling tequila to white kids, being like, "This is the best tequila, guys. Trust me." Yeah. You don't even know.
That's the best.
No, I don't. Todd, I don't know why you can't hear Valdez. Get that microphone closer, speak a little louder.
I don't know how much more. Is this good, Todd? Todd?
I know.
Todd.
Todd is. Hey, look, I love your constructive criticism, but you've been on one today. You're like everything is super negative and not happy about any of the things that we're doing right now.
It's Friday, Todd. Have a happy Friday smile.
Right. So yeah. In fact, now Valdez is too loud. So and Linz can hear him, and that's enough for me. All right. Let's play this AI thing. So there's an AI program that can help you haggle, which this guy showed this example. Got a 12% discount apparently. Let's check this out.
Where actually the AI haggler negotiated a discount.
Cansado Telefam, buenas tardes, le habla Yas, con quien tengo el gusto.
Hola, estoy buscando una habitación para esta noche para 2 personas. ¿Puedo preguntarte si tienes una habitación disponible?
Sí, tengo habitaciones disponibles.
I need this for my hotel rooms in Rocky Point, but can you hear me? And this is all AI communicating.
No way.
Yes.
¿Cuál es el precio si reservo directamente contigo?
Bueno, tengo la habitación estándar y la tengo en 410,000 pesos. Hasta en 400 se la puedo dejar, la habitación estándar. Y la habitación Junior Suite es una habitación con vista al río, se la puedo dejar hasta en 480,000 pesos.
Sí.
¿Aló?
Me parece un poco alto el precio para mi presupuesto. Me dijiste que la habitación estándar cuesta hasta 400,000 pesos y la Junior Suite 480,000 pesos. Me parece un
Sí.
poco alto para mi presupuesto. ¿Hay algún descuento adicional que puedas ofrecer?
¿Qué presupuesto tiene usted?
¿Hay algún descuento adicional que puedas ofrecerme, ya que es una reserva de última hora?
Permítame un segundito y ya le...
There you go. So it's a female voice. I think that helps. And then talking about And this actually, you could utilize this without the AI. I think it's super smart. And like, the price is different than what I originally saw and what I have in my budget. Do you have any additional discounts that you could offer that could help me fit within my budget? What's your budget? Well, it's about, you said 4,100 or whatever, and it's more about 400.
So, okay.
Right.
You can. Next time you go to Rocky Point, you can just take me and I could just be your interpreter.
There you go.
Right.
So
it just costs you her room and her food and her drinks.
Word.
Oh, we're back on. Rock 102.1 KFMA. Sorry, I got distracted here.
Sorry.
I'm back on here. Looking at YouTube streaming TV.
Diddy?
Yeah, well, we talked a lot of Diddy. I did get a comment randomly from a YouTube streamer saying, talk about Weinstein. Everybody's coming to the party now. And
it's Friday. It's like about happy things.
Okay, well, we got Transformers 1 and Never Let Go. It's going to be open in theaters this weekend.
Transformers comes out today?
Transformers 1, which is the cartoon.
I'm down.
Yes, and
Sign me up.
we looked at the trailer with Herb Stratford yesterday. Okay, well, let's focus on the trailer. And it looked fantastic. You couldn't even tell. You could tell it's animation, but it's so clear and shiny. It just looks so great. It definitely takes Transformers to another level. And it's allegedly, not even allegedly. I'm sorry. I'm used to talking Diddy. It's apparently the plot line of a prequel of sorts.
Yes.
Optimus Prime and
Little Prime,
and just basically how the Transformers all began.
Amazon
but visually
Prime.
looks stunning, and the Rotten Tomato score on that is super high. So,
really?
yes, if you're a fan of Transformers, the franchise, or you grew up loving, you love it?
Yeah.
Now,
you want to call Valdez a nerd? I am a.
Did you have a Transformer toy growing up?
No.
Did you, Valdez?
Yes.
You see, you guys are lucky. And I had a rich cousin, so he had all of them, but he'd never let me play with them. And I love Transformers.
I'm hood. The only Transformers I had were from the swap meet, so
they weren't real.
They were either missing an arm.
Real.
No, they were real, but they were either missing an arm.
Chipped.
Yeah. Just like WWF figures. Remember the big rubber ones when we were little?
Well, the reason why I bring that up is because there's a thing called the Toy Hall of Fame. And the finalists this year include Transformers. Yeah. So here's some of the finalists: the board game Apples to Apples in Sequence, the card game Phase 10, the Pokemon Traded Card Game is nominated for a National Toy Hall of Fame award, and also balloons. Now, balloons have been putting in a good fight for many years, many generations. And this is the year that we finally might recognize balloons as a toy that's worthy of the honor.
Helium is.
Yeah. So
enjoy them while you can.
On top of that, some other most notable toys like My Little Pony, remote control vehicles as a genre is going to be are nominated for the Toy Hall of Fame. Trampolines.
Wait.
Yes.
Did you ever have a Tamagotchi or a Gigapet?
Yes. Killed it almost immediately.
We were parents as kids.
Yeah, I know.
I had several Tamagotchis. I was a mother of 3.
Damn.
Jesus.
Living in Section 8 at 7 already. Just like, these are my children.
I love that you're only a mother of 1 right now. So at least, yeah. Could have ended up a stereotype.
It taught me.
Well, Transformers were nominated as well. So good luck, Transformers toys, for the Toy Hall of Fame. We're going to keep the conversation moving on to podcast broadcast. Be back with your beef tip right after this. Rock 102.1 KFMA.
Trampolines.
Yeah, as far as other audio is concerned, let's see if you're even still on, Todd. I don't even know. And let me just crank it up for you, and then you let me know what you think about this audio. All right. Right now, I have automatically adjust mic volume. Now I'm just going up to 169. There we go.
69.
169. Yeah, 169. Don't turn up StreamYard. Well, I did. So, there.
Oh, you know what else happened at the casino last night?
Oh, you were at the casino last night. This is why you're wearing the sunglasses. Okay.
Nobody goes to the casino on purpose. Nobody does that.
Okay.
My friend's mom was celebrating her birthday,
That's why. Okay.
So then I went. My friend she lives in Washington.
Okay.
So she's here for her mom's birthday. They got rooms and everything,
That's the way to do it.
Yeah. So they were there for the night, and after dinner, as soon as I got here from Phoenix, I went to dinner. We played bingo.
Okay.
I won.
Yeah, there you go.
There it
That's
is.
exactly what I wanted to hear.
I won $400.
Nice.
Which I desperately needed because I'm pretty sure I got scammed in Phoenix this week, and I got probably scammed $300, but that's a whole other story.
You got scammed $300 in Phoenix?
Yeah.
Okay, so you've been staying in the West Side, and she's put up in this apartment that I literally looked at when I was in the running to get a job back in Phoenix, and they're awesome. It's in the Westgate area. I enjoy it. That's my neck of the woods.
Bro, it's not even the Westgate area. It is in Westgate.
It's in Westgate, yeah. Now, I'm going to be up there tonight actually celebrating a friend's birthday at the backyard. And so, that is literally my hood. I was raised up there, on that side of town.
You're a Glendale girly?
Well, we don't call them Glendale girlies.
What do
We
you
just
call
say
'em?
we're from the West Side.
I'm
a West Sider.
Valley?
No, I'm a West Sider, not a West Valley.
I'm beef vegan and I'm from the West Valley.
That's not how it is, okay? Now,
okay, Glendale girly, say it.
if you're from Phoenix, you say West Side, that's automatic cred, bro. All right? It's Scottsdale that has the girlies, All right, I don't know why I'm so upset about this. Anyways.
All right, you're from the West.
So tell me about how you got scammed out of $300.
I don't want to say it. I'm so embarrassed.
You should be. So what happened?
I have a tough time saying no sometimes to complete strangers that want to help, but I'm just like, are you really helping?
Yeah, $300 worth of help. What happened to like $5 or $20 worth of help?
Please tell me it wasn't the gas scam. Like, we ran out of gas and we're trying to go to Douglas.
No. I was on my way back from the grocery store, and mind you, like, it's my first day there. I bought groceries, all this kind of stuff, and this guy pulls up next to me at the light, and he goes, "Hey, you got a big old dent in the back of your truck." And I was like, "Yeah." I was like, I know. And he goes, "Listen," he goes, "pull over." He goes, "I want to check it out. Like, I have the equipment for it to fix it and all this kind of stuff." Right. So anyways, he's telling me how he's like, "I worked on a job earlier today, and I'm just gonna, I work at a, what is it?
Auto body shop.
Auto body shop, whatever." He goes, like, "I can do it for $600." And I was like, I was like, "No." And I told him, I was like, "No, I'm not doing it for, no."
Yeah,
I'm not.
I rocked the dent.
And I was like, it's not even that big of a, like, it's not an inconvenience to me. Like, it's not bugging me. It didn't do anything to me. It doesn't bug me. So then he hustled me, dude. Like, he did.
Wait, so you actually pulled over?
Hold on, and we got to make this story short as we wrap things up here on the FM side. Rock 102.1 KFMA. Welcome back to Beef Vegan Presents. My beef tip to you is don't do what just happened to Yas. As she's telling a story how she was scammed out of $300. She was up in Phoenix. Guy pulled her over. Got her to pull over because she had a dent in her car, and he was like, "I'm willing to help this out." Then he said, "For $600, my auto body shop," and you're like, "No." Okay, but somehow he got $300 out of you. What happened next?
He fixed it.
He fixed it?
He did. He fixed it, but he put like the paint thinner that goes, or some sort of like polish that goes on top of it, so that when he does put the dent back in, like, the polish is still on top of it. He goes, and so that polish is there just so the paint doesn't crack when I do take the dent out.
Yeah.
So the dent, like, it's gone.
Okay.
But that polish is still on there.
Right.
And so I need to go to the car wash because it's been 48 hours. So I need to go to the car wash and see if, that polish really is going to come off.
Okay.
So that is my only concern, whether that polish is going to come off. So if that polish doesn't come off, then I know that I got fucking scammed.
Well, you can't say that, yeah.
Oh, dump button.
Yeah. But, I mean, at the same time, if the paint comes off, then you're super screwed. So, Manny said, had I known you needed a dent repair, I got a great guy, right? So Manny would have done it.
I'm so sorry.
No, it's okay. It happens. I hit the dump. I mean, I guess our beef tip to you is don't do any business transactions from guys that literally have you pull over on the side of the road.
I mean, he wasn't alone. He had like his sister.
Oh, that's
and
cool.
his
A gang
kid.
of guys. Whatever.
Yeah, because the group of them, they would have never overtaken you, right?
You guys are nuts. All right. Yeah.
Jesus.
I got to protect you at all costs. But I do like to thank everyone for listening to the show. Thank you, Valdez, for coming in. Yas Money, as always. We'll do it again next week and have a good time. Got a great weekend lined up for you guys. So you keep listening to KFMA for your chance to win Falling Reverse tickets. But we'll see you Monday morning. And thank you guys so much for listening. Don't forget to subscribe to youtube.com/BeefVegan. And as always, drive safe, ride safe, and rock local. Later.
When you
If you feel stupid, you should.
on a side of beef, soon will
At least the dent's got out, right?
end to all your grief.
Right?
But if
You're still embarrassed about cursing?
mean or kind of bad, I will knock out all your teeth.
There's Yaz without sunglasses. Later, guys. Bye-bye.